Hi guys, today I want to show you how to replace the poppet valve on a Snowpeak PP750 or Umarex Notos. So here's the Maple Custom poppet valve. So one of the symptoms of a broken poppet valve is if you have air coming out of your barrel, and of course your gun won't work properly because the poppet valve is potentially cracked. So one simple test you can do is put a balloon over here and pump up your gun. If the balloon becomes inflated, so that means you 99% have a broken poppet valve. So you start by taking off the trigger assembly here. It might be slightly different on the Notos, but should be pretty similar. And also make sure you empty the air on your reservoir, and make sure your gun's not loaded, right? So this is a 2.5 mil hex. Be careful when you remove the trigger assembly. There might be a spring, so don't lose it. Put your trigger assembly aside. So the next step is to remove your regulator assembly. So when you try to unscrew this, you will probably have the tank coming out from the regulator. So you need to use a wrench to unscrew the silver part. You can use a leather to protect the finish if you care about it. There you go. So here you can see that's your regulator assembly. Put it aside. And the next step is to remove this valve housing. So to do so, you need to remove 2 hex screws over here, and also 2 hex screws over here as well. So let's start by those ones. It may help to use a ball head hex wrench, because you have to go unscrew at an angle here. Okay, don't lose your screws. And now the other side. You need to hold this valve housing here because it's spring loaded, and those screws are, I believe, 3 mil hex screw. Okay, now you can see here it's spring loaded. That's your valve return spring. There's the O-ring here, don't lose it. And in there you can see the valve. Usually come out just if you pull it out. Here you can see I got a peak valve. We also offer this in our store, but let's just go ahead and replace by normal POM ones or Delring ones, if I can find it. There we go. So if you look carefully, let me focus. Here there's a little angled surface. That's your sealing surface. So you need to make sure that it's clean and undamaged. All right. So you can just go ahead and insert the valve in there, and put back your valve return spring. So it's conical shaped, so the small end it's towards the valve, and you might want to apply a little bit of silicone grease over the O-ring. And the assembly, it's just in reverse. Make sure the spring's well seated. Don't pinch your O-ring when you go assemble. Just hold it in place and just put back one of the screws first, just to hold it in place. Same here, apply a little bit of silicone grease. Go ahead and do that. And just screw back your regulator and air tube. Make sure your O-ring's seated and don't pinch it. You don't have to make it super tight. Usually hand tight, it's fine. And then let's fill it up and see if we got a leak. I think it's almost out of here, but it's got about 100 bar in there. I don't hear any leaks. Alright, thanks for watching.